Welcome back to the sub-basement, the friendliest place in the basement, the scariest place in the basement. There is a bear on the floor. There's Sam. A deer got him. While his daughter, our mother, Dawn, was right there. Can I close this door? I can't. It doesn't really matter. No one's coming to get him. All these bars and the axe by your bed didn't help you. The most dangerous animal might be men. But for you, it was a deer that got you. What's locked down there? I don't think we'll ever know. I'm definitely going to be watching the lore of Edith Finch stuff in the future. Now, what is this? Is this an air purification thing? Was he a prepper? Meal, ready to eat. Where is this going to? Behind this little bookcase? Is that a little walkie-talkie? A wired walkie-talkie that goes to the other end here. Yeah, I don't really know where that venting is supposed to go. Did they actually put writing on here? Refrigerant. R134 refrigerant. This is an air conditioner. Maybe the house didn't originally have air conditioning. This just happens to be the access.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
So Sam was the mom's dad. That's pretty. And Sam was Edie's son. So Edie lost. Gosh, look at Edie. She lost Molly when she was 20. Her daughter, Barbara, 7 years later. Calvin 6 years after that. Sam survived that, but then still died when, Edie was only 46? No, sorry. 66. And then she outlived all 5 of her kids. Is that a funny old toy? Flinch control. That looks like more of a space thing, more of a Kelvin thing. Oh, Gregory. Almost 2. Yeah, so there's a regular door here. Oh. Here now we've got our up and up and up coming. I forgot from looking at the outside of the house, but yeah. Okay, I'm following this wire here. It keeps going. Don, Gus, Gregory. What happened to Gus? Dawn just died. That's our mom. She left us the key in the will. What did the key even open? Just one thing. What do we got here? Okay. Divorce contract. Wait, hold on now. Oh, I didn't want to put it down. I just didn't want... Okay, lawsuit has been filed against you.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it.
Oh, maybe. Now we're Gregory, or we're in the bathtub holding a frog here.
I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
So the music plays when I move it. Oh, now I'm the frog. Gregory.
Bath time's over, Gregory. It's time to... Hold on, sweetie.
Oh no.
Hello? Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
I wonder what he saw.
Okay. Arkin.
What his world was like.
Make him jump.
He reminded me so much of Calvin. Lost in his imagination. Whatever it was, he saw.
Yeah.
Sure made him happy.
Well, yeah. Okay, I don't know if I'm supposed to knock all the letters down here or what exactly. Oh, what's going on here? Am I supposed to get on top of the... Oh.
I know how silly it sounds. But I worried about a baby being too happy.
Gregory
But I could feel him slipping away.
has the word gory in it.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
What happened? Is the water gonna fill up?
I wish he could have told us about the world he saw. Hey, there's so much I don't understand. About Gregory. About everything.
Get to the surface. Doesn't let me
But I
aim.
know what happened wasn't your fault.
Doesn't let me aim up.
I'm sure he's happy. And he'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
October 31st, wow. Oh, little Gregory. Bathtubs drain. Like they have an emergency drain that they can't overflow. But under the age of 2 is too young to leave in the bathtub unattended, in my opinion. Teamwork. Values worth having. Respect. It's Gregory's locker. Dawn. Respect. Helmet. Gus. With the skateboard name tag. Strength. Value worth having. We are going to learn about Gus. Emergency evacuation plan. Ooh, look, here's the house. House rules. No playing outside without permission. No answering door for strangers. No messes after dark. All chores before dark. Respect others. And they each have their own lights. Is this a fire extinguisher? Type F. Duties. Don, sweep trash. Gus, mop, mow yard. Greg, be a baby. Raise flag 7:30 a.m. Breakfast 8 a.m. Quiet time 11 p.m. Routine. Jump rope. Jumping jacks. Push-ups, crunches. Run to mailbox and back. Hey, we saw that coffee and those suitcases. Look, there's the jump ropes. Hey, a climbing wall. Oh, and some more stuff. A loft. Okay. What do we got here? We've seen these before, I think. Yeah, we saw those suitcases and that coffee in the camping trip that Dawn and Sam took. With sympathy. Deepest sympathy. Help and comfort. When someone you love becomes a memory, the memory becomes a treasure. Oh, a kite.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
A poem for Gus. He was a punk rocker. Look at that mohawk. 13 years old. Ready, set, dead. Monarch, anarch. Do your worst. Yet there he is flying a kite. All right, let's check this out.
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea.
Whose wedding?
Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
Wow. At least not very hard. It's backwards.
My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart.
Huh.
I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, "We don't need a stepmom," were the words that I remember.
This is after Kay. Who's that? Oh yeah, there's a wedding tent. Oh, this is in the yard. There's that
When the time for
teepee.
photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Wow. Not cool, Gus. Okay, stepmom. Gus, Gregory, and Don are siblings. Sam and Kay. Man. So Gregory dies in 77. Then Sam gets remarried sometime after 77 and before 82. Because Gus is still alive. He's probably going to die right here. I'll bet it's the same day. He got married in 82. That's my guess.
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
The wind picked up. Hurricane? This is why there's chairs in the tree.
The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
Maybe why the dock
Thunder
is
sounded
destroyed
much
too.
too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
So is it Sam's fault?
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
82. And Don was 14 that day. Her brother was only a year younger. Heavy. All right, we can't go out the door, of course, but there's a climbing wall here.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died.
Yeah, sleeping in a bed between two
At
empty
the time,
beds.
it was as far away as she could get.
At the time, it was as far away as she could get. But as we saw outside, there's going to be more. More and more and more, up and up and up. Bible. The teacher's calling. Little hunters there. Hey, there's that front door. The stained glass. That might be little Gregory.
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
Why would you not talk about it with your kids? I mean, I understand that death is hard, but like, the truth of our world and creation, and God and our relationship with Him, the nature of it all, it's important. Oh, it says dawn. So this is mom now. Red flag warning. Fortress. Documenting danger. Hunker down. Constitution for kids. Where helping hands create safe places. Relieve, provide, sustain. Oh, Don and Sanjay. That must be Dad. Mathematics, Geography, India. June 1987. Okay, hold on. Religion, Science, Math, History. 10 ways to teach critical thinking for the homeschool student and teacher. Copy passport for volunteer center. Meet with relief rep. After school teaching, something, something. Pack, fly to India. June 1987. Puget Sound Paper Products. There's her own journal. Call mom and grandma once a week. College application deadlines. Oh, she was looking at a lot of schools. Majors. English, teaching, geology. To do. Buy school books. Get new suitcase. Places to visit. Oh yeah, Red Fort, Taj Mahal. In India. Don't forget. Visa preparation, background check, interview. Immunizations, Schedule I exam. Orcas Island High School. Senior. So she was not homeschooled forever. She was at the high school for the 86-87 year as a senior. She was going to graduate, and then in June 1987, fly to India. There's the Cross of Christ. And let's take a quick look and see what Luke 10:25 to 37 says. Just looking it up right now. Oh, it's the parable of the Good Samaritan. So someone is robbed, mugged along a dangerous road, and left injured and poor. And a few well-to-do people pass this victim by without helping. But the Samaritan, who culturally was not to associate with the Jews, ends up being the one who helps him. He stops, he tends his wounds, he puts him on his animal and walks and takes him to a hospital and plunks down a bunch of money and says, keep this man under your care until he's good to go. And next time I pass through here, if I owe you more because the care took longer than this amount of money covers, let me know and give me a bill and I'll pay it. And now what's Luke 15? It's interesting that it's Luke as well, because Luke was a doctor and he was concerned with medical issues and with poverty. Luke 11 through 32, chapter 15. The parable of the lost sheep? Oh, prodigal son. Yeah, there was a man who had two sons. Okay, so the younger one, one of them wants his inheritance early and leaves and spends it all and ends up poor and wants to come home and be a servant in his father's household. But the father prepares a feast and celebrates. While he was still a long ways off, comes running to greet him, which is inappropriate for a Jewish man in the day. And I love that line, that while he was still a long ways off, he came running to greet him. And then the brother who was faithful and stayed home says, hey, why does he get a celebration? He spent a bunch of your money and I was good. Oh, look at this cassette tape holder. I had one like that when I was a kid for music. So a couple of interesting little things there. Makes me wonder about the beliefs of the people who made this game, or the decision makers who put those into the game. Okay, let's learn about Sanjay here.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Ah, so when it says Indian, it meant India Indian. Milton was Indian/American, and they didn't mean Native American. They meant Indian American. Okay, the name Sanjay makes more sense now. I should have made that assumption earlier. Okay, let's continue
my mom
ascending.
moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Louis was born a year later.
Reminder, Louis. Louis is her older brother. Okay. We don't really know what the deal with Louis is. He was 11 when Edith was born. And she was 11 when he died, so he was 22. She was 4 when Milton disappeared and 11 when her oldest brother passed away. Okay, those stairs don't work no more. We may never find out what's in there. Ooh, and I'm very curious about what's in there. I see a peephole. Do you see it? So that suggests that's a room that will be inside at some point. Yeah, there's the garage with the pickup truck that we saw way back in episode 1.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go.
Yeah, why did Sanjay die? We may not get his story. He married
I'm
into
sure
the
Edie
family.
was happy to have her back.
Edith had a
And to
garden.
see kids in the house again.
Yeah. Oh, little water pipes up here. So this is my garden. Little fisherman on the water pot there. This is Milton's garden. What's going on with these upside down pots here? He painted cities on them, little castles. Or maybe they're sandcastle building pots. Louis is growing mint, thyme, sage, and basil. Maybe he was a cook. Ah, and here was Mom's garden. Very thorough, compartmentalized. How cool that this tree is so close.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
Makes me think of the Winchester Mystery House. B-Mark Grills. Making things hot. You see any inappropriate words there? With all the tragedy in this family, I'm surprised this house never burned down. And are these running off the generator? Because I thought the power was out. Maybe they're solar powered. We've seen a couple of solar panels. Yeah, lots of lights here. Oh, look at that tarp over the... Man, what a cool spot. All right. Let's keep going.
And for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
What, after Sanjay died? Because then it's Dawn, Edith, Milton, and Louis. We don't know when Sanjay died. Had to have been after 1999, because that's when Edith was born. Multiplication tables. Can I open this? Analyze objectively, never stop learning, assume nothing, respect criticism, ask tough questions. Pretty good rules. Assume nothing makes it very hard to live a functional life. Our family history. Fact or fiction? Oh, I would love to flip these over. Is there ever DLC for this game? Look at how well organized these books are. Although the big balloon does not go on I through L unless it's by author, maybe. Reading is a hoot. Look at this cool window. Edith Finch.
But it didn't last.
Oh yeah, things were good for a while, but it didn't last. Yeah, Milton's room is up there. By Edith Finch. Edith Finch. The Curse. Yeah, there's the house on the waves there. Myth. History. Somethingpedia. Kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species, variety. Correct. Classification of living things. To teach and to learn. By Edith Finch. Wow. 7 ways to create a fulfilling classroom. Oh, there they are. Dawn, Sanjay, and the kids. Orcas Island Lutheran. Oh, they were Lutherans. Edith. Gus, Sven, Odin, Gregory, Calvin, Sam, Molly, Barbara. Lewis rules. Troublemaker. Only 2 desks. What a cool little classroom, though. Edith Lewis Milton. Mrs. Finch. Yeah, world map. Another cross. Boy. Okay, scientific method. Observation, question, research, hypothesis, experiment, data, conclusion. Incense. Interesting. Relief efforts end in disaster. Oh no. Hundreds of relief volunteers are injured or dead after the effects of a second earthquake. That's probably how Sanjay died. Okay, that answers that. Clock's frozen here. Let's keep going.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
Ah. Milton only lasted till 11. All right, we're going to investigate the castle, but we're going to have to do it next time. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in the future in the basement.